morning, you guys. I am in my car to head into shift 2 of 2, but let's recap shift 1 of 2. This day's theme was moving people everywhere and anywhere because it was a busy day transferring people out of the ICU, moving people in the ICU to other beds so we could appropriately staff. So it wasn't as busy in the sense of like doing codes, rapids, things like that, but I was very busy for a good portion of my shift. I started by getting a report, and then I said hi to all the nurses, and then right off the bat we were moving somebody out of the ICU, so I went ahead and grabbed a bed and then went ahead and set up another room for a patient we were going to be getting into the ICU. When I wrapped up there, a nurse asked if I could go down to the pharmacy and grab a med for her, and so I went down and grabbed it, and then the new patient had gotten there, so I helped settle them and get things done, all of our kind of admission things that we do right in the beginning when they get there. And then right after that we got another patient into the ICU, and a nurse asked if I could go grab some levo, so I hung some levo as well, and then I set up another room after that. At 11 we had a family member that was upset about something, and the nurse requested a charge nurse to speak to them, so I went ahead and did that, and then I had to move another patient. I don't think this one was out of the ICU. I think this one was like in the ICU, just to another location. After that, I boosted and turned a few people, and then I took a little lunch. I actually didn't take like my full 30 minutes right then and there because we were busy. I just ate super quick, and then I went and grabbed another bed, and then I watched for a nurse while this nurse went and took their lunch because they hadn't gotten their lunch yet, and there was no one around them that could appropriately and safely break them. And then after they got back, I spent more time grabbing beds, transferring patients, and then I had to take a family out to a specific waiting area, so I took them there. It was on the other side of the hospital, so walked them there, and then I ended up becoming not charge towards the end of my shift because we had gotten rid of so many patients out of the ICU. We no longer had the appropriate amount of patients to staff a charge nurse. So at almost 5 o'clock, I took report on a new patient, and another nurse went home. This nurse wanted to go home, so I was like, you go home, I'll take over your patient. At the time, this nurse only had one patient, so I was like, I've been busy all day pushing beds, I will gladly just take one patient. As I kind of popped in towards the end of the shift, I didn't really have to do too much, but I did do, my own little assessment. They had a couple more meds charted, they had some labs, and then I went and got some food because I was absolutely starving, so I went ahead and grabbed a little food so I could eat my dinner before I left work. And then I did a couple more meds towards the end of my shift, emptied the trashes, the Foleys, wrapped up my charting, and then I gave report at 1900, and I was out of there, and now I'm back for today. So that was my ICU shift recap, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions.